Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a wee while since I said that on here. If you follow my wife's channel and our weekly vlogs, you'll know that we've had quite a busy year. Launched our brand last year, we have just recently sold our house and bought a new one to move. I've not really had much time just to sit down and create my own content for my own channel, but I made it a New Year's resolution to cast some time aside to do just that. So I'm back and yeah, let's go on with the video. During the couple of lockdowns that we've had here in the UK, I've become quite fond of running. I actually tackled my first half marathon in the first week of the first lockdown. I managed to do that in 1 hour and 47 minutes, if memory serves, which I was absolutely chuffed at. My legs were a wee bit battered and bruised thereafter. I had never ran anything close to that distance before in my life, and then I kept it up. I was doing like 10Ks here and there throughout the week, and I went for my first marathon in May last year. I got that in the bag in 4 hours and 1 minute. I remember being so gutted. The highlights are actually still on my Instagram, but I was gutted that I couldn't get the sub 4. Absolutely gutted I couldn't get it in under 4 hours. The gym's opened back up not long after that, so I was getting my gym sessions in, but I was still keeping the running going at night time. I found it was good for the mind as well as the body, clearing my head when I was going out running. I was listening to good music. I'd done my second marathon at the end of last year, the tail end, just before Christmas it was. With the training that I'd done and my legs being well conditioned for it, I managed to do that in 3 hours and 25 minutes, which blew me away. I still say I'll never beat that time. I don't know if I'll be doing another marathon again anytime soon. For those of you who have ran it, you know it's absolutely torture. But recently I've been thinking of other ways on how I can push my body, and I've decided to do the 4x4x48 challenge. For those of you who don't know what this is, it's an endurance ultra running challenge. You run 4 miles, which equates to 6.3 kilometres every 4 hours for 48 hours. So you've got like 48 hours to do the 48 miles basically. It was made popular by the American ultra runner David Goggins. I just want to see if I can do it. I want to see what time I can do it in. I want to see how it affects you mentally, physically, how rewarding it is when you finish it. That's one of the biggest things I've enjoyed about running. It's just that pure rewarding feeling you get afterwards, like that sense of accomplishment. So I want to see how this one stacks up to the marathons. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm a wee bit nervous to get going. I'm going to start it tomorrow. It's 4 o'clock just now on a Wednesday. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait until tomorrow morning, and I'm going to start it at 8 AM. The lack of sleep might become a problem. There'll be a few other things I'm not even thinking about. I'm sure I'll encounter. One other thing that I didn't plan for when I was thinking about doing this was the weather. It's been snowing in Glasgow. Because we're in such high ground, it's lying quite thick and heavy, but that's not going to put me off. I'm not going to be deterred. I'm still going to do it. I'll keep a video diary of how I'm feeling, what I'm thinking, how I'm eating, and obviously the condition my body's in. So yeah, I'll check back in for the first one just before I go tomorrow morning, and we'll take it from there. Okay, change of plan. Change of plan. As you can see, it's night time. It's still Wednesday, and I'm in my running gear. This is because I've decided to start it earlier than I originally planned. I've decided to start it tonight. It is 7:30. If I start it tonight at 8 o'clock, that means my last run will be on Friday at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I can relax the rest of that evening, get a good sleep that night. And if I'd done it the way I'd originally planned, it would mean that I would be finishing at 8 o'clock in the morning or 4 o'clock in the morning, which would then mean I'd have to stay awake all day. A few things that I didn't actually think about. My clobber. I'm going to have about 6 different running outfits because I've not got enough time to wash them and dry them all. The other thing was food management, my nutrition. I didn't really think that through. I'm going to have wee small bites to eat here and there in between every run because I don't want to be running in a full belly. What do you think?
I think you're nuts. I'm really excited about going for a shower and going to my bed.
I know, I'm going to be so jealous when you go to sleep. I just want to see how it affects me both physically and mentally. I felt so good after the marathon. I want to see the positive effects it can have. We go in 25 minutes. 97 now, there we go. Oh, check this snow. So thick. It's a nippy one tonight. I think it's 1 degree above freezing. The air's really fresh. Big deep breaths for the first run. Get the lungs filled right up. I'm feeling good. My last run was 3 days ago now, so my legs have had a good rest before going into this. I'm keeping the run to a nice steady pace as it's the first one. I don't want to burn out, so I'm doing about 8-minute miles, and as you can see I've got the essentials, the tammy, the gloves, in the AirPods. The AirPods tell me through the app how many miles I'm getting in as it hits the mile mark, so mile, 2 mile, 3 mile, and I'm going for an eclectic mix of songs, punk classics mixed with euphoria to keep the spirits and the momentum high. Done. What a way to start. Absolutely soaked, but it's refreshing. That's the one positive. I feel up for it. My legs feel good, my body feels good. I'm excited. I don't know if I'll be saying that this time tomorrow night. We'll see. 4 down, 44 to go. So as you can see, the screenshot of the run comes with a timestamp, all the details of the run, so there'll be no fooling you. I'll wait to put my feet up, rest, maybe have something to eat, get ready for a long night of running ahead. I'll check back in tomorrow morning. See you then. Good morning, it's no long after 8 o'clock and we're on run 4. Runs 2 and 3 weren't too bad, went better than I expected. Decent time. The only thing I found, man, it's so hard to get any decent sleep. See, because your body's so pumped up and the endorphins are flowing after your run and you've only got like a 3.5 hour window to try and get some kip. I got an hour after the second run. I got about 2 hours between the 4 o'clock and this run. And never in my life have I related more to a meme than, you know, that Homer Simpson meme where he's lying in his bed wide awake at 2 o'clock, wide awake at 3 o'clock. 2 minutes before his alarm, he's like tucked up like a wee burrito.
I'm just a big toasty cinnamon bun.
That meme is so relatable right now. But I'm still feeling quite fresh. I think that's all I needed. I probably won't sleep again today, and then I'll try my hardest to get a few hours in later on tonight. And as you can see, I've pretty much woke up in a winter wonderland, so that's fucking slowing this one right down. Having to watch my footing the whole time, and I'll be lucky to get this one in under 40 minutes, I think. But the show goes on. So it's got to that stage. My legs are feeling pretty tight. They're getting a wee bit sore. So I've got the Theragun out and I'm putting it up maximum power. What this does is it just increases the blood flow on the specific area you're targeting, and it helps get out any knots in your muscles.
Hi.
Hi.
You okay?
I'm feeling good and bad at the same time. My legs are really tight, man.
That works though, doesn't it?
It's brilliant.
I'm so glad we got it.
Oh, you know what else I need? You still got those marshmallows?
Yeah.
Oh. Come. Try to keep the spirits high. Laugh, smile as much as possible. The morale high. Even though I'm flailing, I'm absolutely not. I need sugar.
They are the best marshmallows. Do you know why?
Why?
Because they're covered in sugar.
Well, that's what I need right now. Because I'm not using any pre-workout, because I want to try and get a sleep later on, so I don't want too much caffeine in it. I've had 1 coffee this morning with my breakfast. I'll just have a few handfuls of these, and that should keep me going. Just back in from run number 5. Let me check. Run number 6. I'm losing track of these runs. That was a tough one. I was running down a straight road. The wind is freezing cold. The good news is the snow's kind of thawing. You're not getting much snow lying in the ground. The bad news is I ran past a gritting machine. I think it's going to get a lot colder throughout the night. Here's hoping, fingers crossed, that it doesn't freeze. Sorry, the noise of the dogs eating, I've just fed them. Here's hoping it doesn't freeze throughout the night, because if it does, my times are going to take a nosedive, man. Because I'm going to have to be really, really careful and go slow and watch my footing so that I don't slip. I'm about to have a bite to eat. I'm lucky enough to be partnered up with a meal prep company. I use Knockout Meals. Hold on, I'm going to sit down and talk and I get off my feet. Tonight's selection is healthy chicken curry. It's really, really tasty. What else have I had so far? I had 2 Cajun chicken breasts last night. I had my porridge this morning, and then I had meatballs and pasta. I'm getting my nutrition in, but I'm finding, because my body is constantly burning so many calories, and I'm always adding more runs on top of that, so it's in a loop of just constantly burning calories. I'm always hungry, and I'm especially hungry after each and every run. I've also got 2 chocolates to get some sugar in me. I'm just tanning water like nobody's business. These are getting really, really tough. I'm starting to find I'm losing focus. I was doing a wee bit of work earlier on and I just couldn't 100% focus. I'm forgetting forgetting how many runs I've done as well. I have to keep checking my app to see how many or what number I'm on, but we're still in the game. I'm still confident about finishing it. We're just getting to the championship rounds now. I'm so tired. I really don't want to get up. Oh, that was absolutely torture. I hardly slept. Be lucky if I get an hour. All I was doing was tossing and turning. My legs are really sore now, so when I'm lying in bed I can't keep in the same position for too long. I always have to keep fidgeting them about, keep them moving. Those last 2 runs were absolutely brutal as well. Every bit of my body is sore, but I'm trying to keep a decent pace, try to keep the legs moving. Don't get me wrong, when I get up and out and that ice cold wind hits me, the adrenaline starts flowing, I feel better, and I'm looking at the silver lining, the positives. We're into the second day, this is the last run at night time. You also notice I've had a change of headwear. That's for 2 reasons. Reason 1, the old tammy I was wearing is in desperate need of a wash, and reason 2, that's the light at the end of the tunnel. A big cold glass of 10-inch lager. It's 10 to 8. I'm feeling absolutely done in. My legs are in bits, calves are sore, hamstrings are sore. Oh, pardon me. I'm feeling disorientated, confused.
What year is it?
I managed to sleep for about 2.5 hours there, and I don't know if that's going to help or hinder me. I feel so much more tired. But we're on the last day, 3 more runs left, and we're finished. Finished the challenge. Hello. Hello. The dogs are really happy. I get a good morning walk. A good morning walk to stretch my legs. Right, let's do this. The homeward stretch, the final hurdle, the last run, and the sun's come out. Come on!
Oh, well done.
Thanks.
Are you okay?
That was a fast one for the last one. 32 minutes.
Well done.
Right, get Domino's pizza on the
Oh no.
So folks, it's done. Mission accomplished. I don't have to run again for about another week. Oh, I cannot explain how good I feel right now. I'm in such a high. I managed to run the full 48 miles in 7 hours, 2 minutes and 29 seconds. And what have I learned from running that? Well, the first thing I've learned is 4 hours is absolutely fucking nothing. The 4 hours rest in between runs, especially at the tail end, felt like minutes, and the 35 to 40 minute runs felt like hours. I've also learned that the body can do fucking incredible things, especially when it's matched with the willpower of the mind. That's harder than a marathon, man. Probably the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. And it's so hard to describe the feeling you get after completing something like that. It's like a pure state of euphoria you're in. You're out there for so long on your own, with only your own thoughts, so you just become grateful for absolutely everything you've got. And saying that, whenever I post any of my runs on social media and I get people replying and saying that it's motivated them to go out running, that massively outweighs the feeling of self-gratitude that you get. I hope that in doing this I've managed to inspire at least one other person to go out and start running. Let me know down below if anybody else has completed the challenge. If I had any advice for someone who was looking to go and do it, I would probably say first and foremost do it in the summertime, because it's an absolute nightmare running outside in the pitch black, so that will minimise your time out in the dark. Try and get a sleep pattern sorted that's going to match the challenge maybe a week beforehand, so you're not going into it with a shock to the system. That's me. I'm away to do about a week's worth of washing that I've accumulated over 2 days. I'm going to phone a Domino's pizza and I'm going to have a few beers. I hope you enjoyed watching. I hope you stay safe, take it easy, and I'll see you soon. Cheers.